Hey guys, Dan World, Mr. Grey, Dandaff the Grey. Quick video. Now I always say I stay out of drama. This is something which concerns the entire debunking community. I got my glasses on this morning because my eyes are blurry. But for those who follow this little tiny community we have, debunking community, commentary community, whatever you want to call it, a lot has gone down in the last couple of days. There's been defamation cases and copyright strikes sent to a few creators in this community. Now, I'm going to talk about the defamation claims, which I didn't even know you could send on YouTube. I had no idea that was even a thing until Purple had one and Beardo had one. I think I got a bit of a cold this week as well, but anyway. So Purple and Beardo have had a defamation claim made against them by another content creator, Lainey and Ben. I didn't even know that was a thing. If you watch Purple's video, he's very cutting in it. It's basically because they've made debunking videos on Lainey and Ben about their ghost Andy and Dave, I think it is, I don't know. We all do things differently in this community. I do things differently to Purple and Beardo. They do things differently to The Shape and other people. It's just the way it is. We all do our things very differently. I wouldn't make video the same way they do, and they wouldn't make a video the same way I do. It's just the way it is. But they sent a defamation claim. Lainey and Ben sent one to Purple and Beardo, which is the craziest thing. If you ask me. And here's why that's a bad idea. If you say someone's defamed you, right, it's basically what Lainey and Ben are saying to Purple and Beardo. You are making a legal claim by the way. Alright, this is the problem you might have with that now. You're making a legal claim saying that this channel is making lies about my life or channel, whatever. And by going forward in that claim, it's the same as a copyright strike, which we're going to get into. By going forward with that claim, you are going on the hopes that the channel you are claiming against is just going to ignore it, which they're clearly not going to ignore it. So now you're opening up a new legal can of bollocks for yourself, which I don't think you want to go down that road. I really don't. Because I think people... This is the problem. It's the same with copyright strikes. Copyright strikes and defamation claim, like I said, didn't even know that was a thing until a couple of days ago. If you go down those roads, if you go down the road of a claim, copyright claim is different. We'll talk about that now. But a defamation claim and someone counterclaims that defamation claim, then from there on it has to go to the courts. And it's down in the claimees' courtyards in order to say, I don't agree with this counterclaim. I'm going to take you to court. Now, the problem is when you take them to court, that's money. That's real hard-earned money you have to pay up. Whether you think you're right or wrong, whether you win the case or you lose the case, you have to pay money towards that legal cost, regardless of whether you're right or wrong. And I think people who falsely send claims like this don't realize that they have to pay money. So I fully 100% believe that this counterclaim to this defamation claim is going to be one. It's going to be one, because I generally don't think the other channel will go further with it, because I don't think they've clearly thought through the ramifications of what they're asking YouTube to do. Because if YouTube gets a claim like that, and then the person who's being claimed on makes a counterclaim, then after that there's no other way for that to go other than the legal courts. In this case it'll probably be the UK courts. So you'll have to pay money towards that. So I hope you're prepared for that. If you are prepared, it's going to be interesting, but I highly doubt it. So that's one thing, which the best thing to do in this case is just to talk to each other behind the scenes. See if you can come to some agreements. And I'm pretty sure if you got in touch with Purple and Beardo in a nice manner, be honest with each other. Don't... Enough with the bullshit saying stuff behind the scenes, hoping people don't see it, because clearly people are seeing everyone's bloody messages behind the scenes, and they're getting out to the public, right? So just cut your losses, get in touch with them, and see how you can go further with this in a friendly manner. There's that, right? Now, the copyright strikes. The Shape and the Side Eye guy has had a copyright strike from Twin Paranormal. Now, I've urged people who have made The Shape, if you see this, you're not on Beardo's Discord, so I would have acted you otherwise. But I've urged them, the people who got the copyright strike, to make the rest of their videos on this particular channel private for now as a precautionary, because as much as you might want to fight back, you can't fight back with 3 strikes and no channel. It's just the way it is. I've had a strike in the past. It is no fun whatsoever. It's the most stressful thing. If you have a YouTube channel and someone sends you a strike, it's the most stressful week I've ever had outside of my own workplace. A quick story about my copyright strike. I think it was about 2 years ago now. I found a channel who took one of my urban exploring videos, re-uploaded it to their channel, cut out everything part where I was talking in the video and just made it out to be their video. I'm not going to mention who that was, but for those who are here, you know. And when I found out this, I didn't copyright claim them. I didn't send a strike to them. I didn't get in touch with them. I made a funny video saying, look at this guy. I found it quite hilarious. I made a video pointing to this channel, and I tried my best to hide everything to do with this channel because I didn't want this channel to get shit. It was a very small channel. I made a funny video on it and like just taking a piss and like, I can't believe this guy's taking my video, cut out my face and just re-uploaded it to say it's his. I couldn't believe it. I was blown away. I made a funny video about it. 2 days later, I had a copyright strike against my channel from this creator who stole my video, took my face out of it, re-uploaded it to his channel, and he copyright struck my video. What was it? It was for slander. Slander. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And my reaction was with brute force. My initial reaction was I wanted to hunt down this person and strangle him to within in his living depths. But I didn't. I just made some angry videos, and the angriest video I made, you won't see now because I took it down, but I made an extremely angry video when I had a copyright strike. By the way, before I made the angry video, I genuinely got in touch with this guy through email and through Twitter. I refuse to call it X. I got in touch with the guy through Twitter and said, look, you sent me this strike, falsely striking my channel because you stole my video. Please take it down. Didn't get in touch with me, so then that's when I started making angry videos about it. And my final video on it, I got extremely angry to the point where I was F-bombing, C-bombing, everything. I was the most rage-filled I have been in a long time. Unless it's my day job. Luckily, my viewers, not all of them, but a lot of my viewers said, look, Dan, I think you should take this video down. You're very angry. It's not a good look. And I agreed with them, so I took the video down. And then after that, me and this other channel came to a friendly agreement that I would take my videos down, which slandered him, if he would remove the strike. Removed the strike, and I took the videos down. Privated them. I still got those videos. I kept them just in case. But the point is, YouTube wasn't on my side. That was the point of that. Even though it was my video which was stolen, and I received the copyright strike from the person who stole my video, YouTube was not on my side. This is the problem with a copyright strike, right? I would never, and I will attest to this. If I ever got to 20 billion bloody subs or whatever, it wouldn't matter. I would never copyright strike anyone, because I think copyright striking a channel is as worse as stepping on a puppy's paw when you're going to the kitchen and hearing him whine like he's dying when you only just tapped his paw. It's the worst feeling ever. I could never copyright strike anyone. I think it's the lowest thing you can do on YouTube myself. But anyway, that was my story about the copyright. So, but the Shape and the Side-Eye guy has got a copyright strike from Twin Paranormal. Now, the Shape has made a few videos on Twin Paranormal, and the Side-Eye guy, who's brand new, I feel so bad for him. He's literally just entered this debunking community, and now he's got a bloody strike. His channel's only 4 months old. He's like 2,000 something subs. He's very brand new, and now he's got a strike from a large channel, Twin Paranormal. I feel so bad for him. He made one video about Twin Paranormal, and the thing about these videos, which the Shape has made and the Side-Eye guy, they are fully within the fair use terms guidelines of YouTube. Now, the problem is YouTube doesn't make up those guidelines. They come from judges in America, judges in UK. That's the problem with the fair use. But it is allowed on YouTube. And copyright striking someone for something that you didn't like them saying, but you're not copyright striking like top 5 channels who show you clips all the time, or big reaction channels who show you clips all the time. It shows you, Twin Paranormal, in a very bad light. Now, even though debunking videos are made about you, deep down you seem like genuinely nice blokes. Now, I don't know why you like behind the scenes. Nobody does. You make some videos which they're questionable in the proof of the paranormal you put in, but we won't go there for now. This is not about that. You seem like two reasonably, genuinely okay people, but that strike does not put you in a good light. It doesn't put you in a good light, because if you were copyright striking someone else's channel because you didn't want this footage to be online, fine. I wouldn't agree with that, but you are well within your rights to do that. But if you're only copyrighting a selection of channels and letting other channels show your footage, that shows you in a bad light. And it's not a copyright claim then, it's a butthurt claim. It's basically what it is. I mean, you might think it was a rational reason to do it at the time, but don't forget now, a copyright claim, 3 of them, your channel's gone, it's gone. There's no coming back from that. YouTube will not stand by you, the person being struck, I should say, which is the biggest problem on this platform, if you ask me. But by you sending a copyright claim to those channels, they can counterclaim those. Now, the thing about the counterclaim, which I don't know if they are going to, but the first response I hope they had, the side-eye guy and the shape, is to get in touch with you and say, look, if you want us to take a video down, we'll take it. Please release the copyright strike. We can come to a reasonable agreement. And this should have been the first response from you, Twin Paranormal, or any channel. Whoever sends a copyright strike should be the first response they should do is get in touch with the channel you don't like your videos being on and say, look, I don't like you putting my videos up. Please take them down. I don't like them. That would have been the reasonable way to go. And I'm pretty sure if you asked anyone in this community, me, Beardo, Purple, the Shape, Side-Eye Guy, other debunking communities, I'm pretty sure if you ask them nicely in an email, you know, in a friendly manner, say, look, I don't like you putting my clips up. Please, can you stop showing my clips? I'm pretty sure they would acquiesce to your request, if that is the term. But instead, you went full force to the strike. And the problem is they can counter that strike. And if you counter the strike on YouTube, again, YouTube will usually always side with the person putting the strike on the channel. But if you counterclaim that, again, same as a defamation claim, it then goes to court. If you put a counterclaim in, the channel who put the strike on the other channel has 10 days to respond, either to keep the strike or to release the strike. And it is down to the person putting the strike on, which I really don't agree with. But after those 10 days, if you don't get in touch with the person who has asked, can you release this strike, it then again goes to the legal courts. Now in the US, it'll be under fair use. In the UK, it'll be under fair dealings. But either way, if it's been transformed, commentated over, completely changed, you know, commentary and fair use is allowed on YouTube. Anyone who has ever sent a copyright strike to another channel, when that channel clearly falls under fair use commentary, transformative media, they might have got their little win in the first couple of weeks, but in the long run they never win, because when you counterclaim that copyright strike, it then has to go to legal courts, and again, whether you're bloody rich or not, you have to pay money. You have to pay money in the legal courts then. And 9 times out of 10, the person who is counterclaiming against that strike will win. They win. You don't see that on YouTube, but if you look up most cases of a copyright strike, when it comes to fair use and transformative media and commentary and critique, the person who has the strike against them, when it's gone to the courts, it rarely goes to the courts because people come to their senses and release the strikes. But when it does go to the courts, the person counterclaiming against the strike usually wins, because they are covered by the laws in the US, especially. They're covered by the laws of fair use, free speech, critique, commentary on YouTube and other streaming platforms. So I think the best way to go forward with this, from Twin Paranormal, from Lainey and Ben, from anyone who sends a copyright strike, is to work behind the scenes together, get in touch with each other. I don't know who wants to fire first towards each other, but get in touch with them. Ask them, look, I don't like you showing my videos, please take them down, I'll release the copyrights. Or if the other person goes, look, please release this copyrights, I don't agree with it, my content falls under fair use, commentary and critique, and I think we can all just get along. You can't just, like I said, if you're not happy with something, you can't just try and silence an entire community. That's cancelling, basically. Cancelling people is the worst thing you can try to do, unless they're absolute shit stains. But in this case, they're not. Cancelling anyone is not a good look. It's never looks good for you. I'm sure, there's a lot of fans like, oh yes, I'm so glad you did this. But at the same time, there's going to be fans out there, viewers, who look at this and see you've sent a strike to a channel, to a channel and quite a new channel, and think, that's a pretty low blow. I thought you were better than that. So that's all I wanted to say. There's ways around this instead of a copyright strike or defamation claim. That's crazy, by the way. You can't silence an entire community because you didn't like something they said. You are fully within your rights to make a video about it. This guy, what the hell is he talking about? You're fully within your rights to make that video. Everyone, I say this all the bloody time. Anyone can be criticized on YouTube. If you don't like being criticized on YouTube, you shouldn't be on YouTube. It's as simple as that. You should always be able to take criticism. If you can't take criticism, it shows you in a bad light. And that's all I want to say. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you like this video. Leave something new to my channel. I do this quite often. And that's it. Hope we can all get along. Enjoy your wet, rainy Saturday. Anyway, thanks for watching, and bye for now.